Hey everybody, Neo Kenshin here, coming to you with a new project. Well, it's kind of hard to tell you what it is. I mean, you already know, based on this intro screen right here and there, we're tackling probably one of the greatest games ever made. Yep, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So, let's just jump right in and get going into this amazing adventure that, when it was released back in '98, honestly, everybody went flipping nuts over the fact that Link had finally made his appearance into 3D. So, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Let's see. Don't need this file, so... Which is kind of crazy because I'm gonna be renaming it the same thing. Because, I mean, I've only seen Link as Link. I've never seen him as named anything else, you know. So yeah, I'm kind of a purist, so. Alright, let's jump in and take on what Hyrule has to throw at us this time. Okay. The deep forest of Hyrule. Long have I served as the guardian spirit, known as the Deku Tree. Okay, we're being talked to by a tree. Okay. Okay. I know about 99% of everybody out there has heard of, seen, or played, or has somehow interacted with this game. For those of you 8 or 9 people who haven't, first of all, what is wrong with you? Why? I mean, come on, man. This is Ocarina of Time. You know, you had to have found something to play it. But if you didn't, to give you a little bit of backstory, this, of course, debuted on the Nintendo 64 back in '98. It was actually the first big game after Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. When it was released, everybody was really excited over the fact that it was Legend of Zelda finally in 3D. So that gained a lot of popularity for the game. They, with Nintendo 64, of course, they were really big on trying to bring everything to 3D like they did with Super Mario 64. So with this one, yeah, everybody was just ecstatic once they found out, hey, we're getting a 3D Zelda. And since then, it's just gotten way better. Honestly, I would really love it if they decided to do an HD remake of this game. I love the purity with it being in 64 style, but with like a lot of smoother edges, kind of like how they did Skyward Sword. I'd like to see it. So now we are introduced to the most annoying person in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Navi. Probably the most annoying, absolutely crazy, just wanna grab her by her scrawny fairy neck and choke her for some reason. Fairy. Yeah. You'll understand coming much later in the game. You'll understand why. She's annoying. Although, she does have her good moments. Obviously, this being one of them when she crashes right into a fence. Yeah. So, other than that, yeah. She happens to be a very integral part of the game. Of course, being Link's partner. One thing you notice is, of course, Link is a kid. Obviously, around, nobody really, I don't know if people really know what his age is, but yeah, he's a kid, living in a tree. So, finally get going and see what the heck we're doing. So yeah, other than Navi just nagging the high holy heck out of us, finally getting us up. Yeah, you say you're Navi the fairy, you need to say you're Navi the annoying fairy. So we now have to go talk to a tree. Okay, well, we'll get going. So, this is our new view. If you notice up top, of course, you've still got your hearts, down the corner your rupees. One thing to notice is that an improvement with this game is that up here at the top, you can tell the green, blue, and then the 3 yellow buttons. Based on, with the version I'm playing, I'm actually playing on the Virtual Console on my Wii. But when this came out, of course, this was on 64. It had the controls where you had the A and B button, and then you had the C up, left, and down button. C up. Okay, was it C up, C left, C right, and C down buttons? A new thing that you get to do in this version is you actually get to have 3 unique items at the ready instead of just 1, in like previous Zelda games. In addition, you don't have to switch out your sword when you're going to use another weapon, so you get to actually keep your sword full time. So now we finally emerge in the Kokiri Forest, a place we've been living for ages. And who comes to greet us? That happens to be Saria. Some by many who think should be Link's girlfriend, apparently. She really likes him. Yeah, she does. She likes him. She is probably his best friend. She really cares about him. But basically the fact is, she's in love with him. However, she doesn't really know that he's not like her, so. But, I mean, because apparently the whole backstory is Link constantly got picked on because he didn't have a fairy and everybody else did, so Saria was the one who really just kind of stuck up for him. So, now we're into our 3D area. We've got a full range of motion. And let's see, one thing to show you is that we now have our new menu screens, our map screen, our status screen, which, your number of hearts you get, various things you'll learn here, various items you get here, and then your equipment screen, and your item screen. So once you start getting some more, you'll be able to equip them, and then of course, if you hit B button, you'll be able to save. For now, let's go ahead and see what this big tree wants us to do. We're just gonna be over here in this area. But, for some reason, okay. Alright, you jack off, move. What's your business with her? Okay. Okay, idiot, we got something by the tree. Oh yeah, and you're a man? Please. Okay. Yes, the tree summoned me, you idiot! Because you're not that great, so move. Okay, move. Yes, it's funny, move. Okay. So apparently, this douchenoid is not gonna let us go until we get a sword and a shield. Yeah, and he doesn't have the same thing, but he's not gonna let us go, so we gotta go find a sword and a shield. Okay. Well, now we go, and apparently Navi has something to say to us, because you'll see at the top corner it'll always blink and say Navi, which obviously means she has something to say, even though 95% of the time it's not important. See what I mean? She tells you we're something. Yeah, we know, Navi. We've been summoned. We can't go because of the dorknoid in green behind us won't let us go. So yeah, 95% of the time you will realize Navi really doesn't have anything good to say. So for now, we'll just kind of explore and see what we can do. Rupees. Rupees are always good. like rupees. You want rupees. Rupees up there. You want rupees. More rupees. Yes. Okay. And sometimes you gotta kind of be careful with how you run. With the way the camera is going. Usually if you need to, you know, center yourself or do your adjustments, I believe it's the R button or it was the Z button. If you're playing on Nintendo 64, I'm actually playing with a GameCube Wavebird, so it's actually the L trigger, which will center your viewpoint and kind of make things a little easier. So, let's see here. Grab, pick up rocks. And let's see. Okay, come on. Ooh, yes, rubies. We want rubies. Okay, dude. You're like weak. But of course, rupees, you'll usually find them like hidden in the grass, or, well, of course, you know, you just cut down stuff, and there you go. But for now, we really need to go ahead and try to get our gear so we can get past that douche-annoying inductor tree. And apparently, we can't pick up grass. So. And why can't I pick up these rocks? So I can't pick up the rocks. Let's see. There's a sign here. Hole of Z. Let's go through this small hole. Okay. And this will kind of tell you, you know, some things. This is kind of like your tutorial, basically showing you everything you need to do to go searching around, you know, get used to the controls and everything. The game itself is very, very easy to pick up on. Blue rupee. Can't pick up the grass. Okay, what's... Ah! Rock! That way. Viewpoint was Z3. Okay. And this is kind of good, you know, if you want to do, like, strafing techniques. You know, you can actually hold your Z button down. And Link will actually move side to side. Straight back and forth. And this is kind of a technique you'll kind of get used to later in the future. So, alright. Here's the house of the Know-It-All Brothers. 29 brothers. Okay. Well, let's see what's in the treasure chest here. Link's first big find in his 3D venture. And it's a sword. Oh, we're gonna definitely use that for a while. Okay. Now, just so you know, if you're used to, you know, if you're the kind of person who likes playing Legends of Zelda without using a shield, this will be the only time that you really get to keep Link with a shield, without a shield, because once you get it, you're stuck with a shield on for almost whatever. But, you know, this time Link now, you know, he kind of can. He's kind of got, like, 3 different types of slashes. He can slash vertically, horizontally, and then when you have stuff Z-targeted, he can do a jump slash, which will actually, you know, kind of put some more force behind his blows, and actually does more damage. So, okay, we now have a sword, so now we just need to go get a shield. Let's see. Also, one thing with Link, with the sword, like this is your jump attack. When you have something that's targeted, it'll do a jump slash there, which is really good. Oh, one thing also, he does have a spin attack, just by holding down your attack button. You just hold down the attack button for a few seconds, and you'll see him go into a stance like this. And then you can kind of move he'll kind of move slowly, and then you let it go, and he'll do a spin attack. Or you rotate your controller, and he'll do a quick spin attack as well. So that's actually a good tactic to remember. But for now, let's see. Okay, so we gotta go get a sheild. Apparently we've gotta go to the shop. Okay. Now, apparently there's a girl yelling at us from up there. That is one thing you can do, is with Z targeting. What will happen is Navi will actually go and home in on your target. So that way you can do other things like, kind of lock onto things and long distances. Okay. Yeah, we get it. Alright. So, here's the shop. Okay. Apparently this guy needs a ladder or something. So, we need a shield. But it's 40 rupees. So we gotta go find 11 dang rupees. Oh, great. Okay. This is right here. By jumping over these platforms will always net you a blue rupee, which is good. Just kind of hit the grass here a bit. That'll get you some more rupees. Okay. There's one more. Two more. And then also you can go cut the grass here. Let's see here. Yes, and there we go. Enough rupees there. Alright. Also one thing to note is when you're walking, if you press your I believe on the GameCube it's the A button. I'm trying to remember, I believe it was probably the A button on the N64 controller as well. As you're moving and you're just running, you press that button and Link will actually do a full roll, which is actually fairly useful. Sometimes you'll find like crates and stuff that have stuff hidden in them. He'll roll into them and break them, or you can roll into trees and sometimes get an item out of them. No, unfortunately we can't get any more stuff from you, and unfortunately this will be the last time you will see Link completely shieldless, because once you equip the shield, he will always have a shield on. So, we need to equip the shield. Alright, you poozer. Get the flip out of the way. Okay. Apparently I've done that. Yes, I've got a shield. And yes, I've got a sword. Ooh, good grief and four. Move out of the way. Whatever. Fine then. Don't accept this. Just... Okay, so let's see. How did Link get to be the favorite? Well, for one, he didn't treat people like a bunch of... I mean, he didn't treat people like crap, like a douche you're being. That, and she's got the hots from it. You know? Now we can finally go to the Great Deku Tree. And on our way there, we finally run into the first enemies of the game. And get our first sea item, which is a Deku Stick. This is actually going to be a fairly useful item. You can actually use it, you can light it on fire, you need to light lamp post or something. Otherwise, you can also use it to just beat the hell out of stuff. Well, not really. But yeah, you can swing it like a dang stick. So, now here we are, finally meeting the big tree that wanted us here. That big tree has a face with a mustache. Freaky. Yeah. Okay. So he's been having nightmares. Okay. How does a tree have nightmares? Since when do trees dream? Well, maybe they do dream. Maybe they dream about getting lots of water or something. Okay. So a tree has been cursed, and we have to go break the curse on a tree. Okay. Yeah, might as well. Got nothing else better to do. Alright. So this tree has opened up his mouth and expects us to go in. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, when she speaks, do we have to listen to her? Because sometimes she really doesn't say anything important, you know? But, I guess if you ask, then hey. What more can you do? So, but that will be all we do for now. We will actually go ahead and, in the video here, my videos are probably going to be probably around between 20 and 40 minutes. Usually I'll try to accomplish a big major task, you know, whether it be like a lot of cutscenes or something like that, or try to accomplish a major dungeon. Usually with this Let's Play, what I'll be doing with this playthrough is, with all the major dungeons, I will actually do a separate video for each of the dungeons that I go to. So that way, you know, that particular video will just focus on that one dungeon, and then any other videos, like before or after, it will usually be going to get items and everything like that. And I may actually have to bump up my update schedule. Normally I update on Mondays and Fridays. But for this, I figure this is going to take a pretty long while, so I may need to update my schedule, maybe move to 3 days a week as opposed to 2 days, or maybe shift to Tuesday and Thursday, and sometimes maybe a special video on Saturday. So, but for now, we're going to go ahead and save it, and in our next video, we head to the first dungeon of the game, and take on our first major task of Ocarina of Time. So, until next time, guys, this is Neo Kenshin saying thanks for watching, and I am signing off. Catch you guys later.